Hello and welcome to the Darkest Zone. Thank you for joining me. Today we're playing the game Ars Notoria. Now we're in their test environment. The game hasn't released yet to the general public. We've been testing it, been trying to push it to its limits, trying to figure out if it's got bugs here and there. We have found, the testing team have found a few things that needed to be addressed and needed to be fixed. They being the developers, have said that they're hoping to release a new update, a new patch update, come December 18th. Now today's the 16th, so that should be very close, couple days. They're predicting the 18th. It could be later than that. We're just gonna cross my fingers. I mean, I've got a couple projects that I'm working on currently, so what I do is I kind of move between one project to another. So if they're delayed on pushing out the new content, the new patch, then I'm fine with that. I've got other things on my plate to do. But today, the reason why we're on the game is that I got my new computer, my new gaming rig. And I'm pushing the graphics to the highest graphics on this game. So if I go to the graphics and hit graphics here, then you'll see I've got it all on the highest settings. I got it all on Ultra. So we can see the rain coming down. We can see the detail of the plants now. You can see the green ground. You can even see the rain hitting off the top of my head. See that? Now, the gaming card that I went with, it came with the Skytech computer. I put a bundle together. And what I ended up deciding was to get the RTX 4070 Ti. And the reason for that was the fact that I think anything over that is kind of overkill. And I know that in the future I'm going to be buying their 50 series when it comes out in late 2024. Nvidia is going to have their newer cards out, so I'm thinking I just needed to get something that was nice, but get me to the next set of cards that are probably about a year out. So I've been happy with this. The computer has 80 gigs on the motherboard, so I believe the TI that I got was 24 gigs. So I believe it's a 4070 Ti with 24 gigs, and then the board being 80 gigs. So it's kind of beefy of a system, but we can see that with the graphics here on this. Look at the details of the horse. Look at the muscle details of the horse here that we can now see. You can see the puddles now on the ground. Before this, before my last video, this is a road, and you can see on the road the puddling. You can see when I'm splashing on the ground. On my feet, let me see if I can scroll out some more. See my feet splashing the water on the ground? That was not happening with my old video card. I didn't see that level of detail. And it's leaving a trail. Look at the trail. See that trail? Look at that. The trail being left behind of me walking. I couldn't see that before with my old video card. This is all new. It's like a whole different game. Now granted, my old video card, I believe was a 3070. It was an RTX 3070, and it was a year and a half old, that computer. And this computer is brand new. I just got it today. All right. Okay, I'm going to use a little radar there to pick up items that are on the ground. Oh, okay. I didn't know that the radar system caused your character to go into an orange state. That's new, because before that wasn't happening on the old graphics card either. See how I'm turning orange when I do the radar, well, I call it the radar check for items that are on the ground. I mean, that uses focus to do that. So when you do that radar, it's using focus. I believe that's what that purple on the very bottom screen where my boots are, that's your focus. See, and then it regenerates. And then the yellow is my stamina. That's if I'm running, if I'm sprinting. So there's two things that bar does. You've got the focus, and you've got, so I think if I spam that, you see my focus is just going down, and it'll get to a point where I won't be able to do the radar because I won't have enough focus. And then the focus regenerates. But that little radar thing, I call it that, just allows you to see the objects on the ground. You know, what you can interact with. See, like there's a mushroom there that I can interact with. It's kind of nice to have when you're testing. I mean, I'm assuming they'll leave this in the game moving forward. Because it's somewhat hard to see items. Look, you can barely see the item, but you know there's one right there. You can see it on the ground there. But when the radar goes away, you can see that little object there that I can pick up. Let's just see here. See the blending? That blends in pretty damn good. Look, that blends in pretty good. It's kind of hard to... There we go. We'll pick it up there. Let's look at the tree detail. Yeah, look at that detail of that tree now. Look at that. Now, I am getting a little stuttering. I'm not really sure where that's coming from. I don't know if you've noticed it, but 3 times now I've seen a little stutter in my movement. Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can recreate it. It's happened a few times. Trying to recreate it because there's a lot going on. There it went. It just happened again. I don't know if it's because I'm getting caught. Maybe it's because I'm getting caught on the object. I think that's where it's coming from. Just a weird way that I'm getting caught. So it's not really. Yeah, that's what it was. It almost feels like a lag stutter step, but it's not. It's me getting caught on the object. Okay. So I'm glad I tested that. I mean, because it's definitely not happening here. You know, out in the field. I'm not getting any of that stepping. Oh, look at that goat. Look at the details on that goat. I mean, this is like a whole different game with this new graphics card. Wow. Oh, is the goat even leaving a trail? Oh, look at that. Look at that. The goat, you can actually track stuff in this game. Because look, the goat's leaving a trail. So you could, with a good graphics card, you can see my trail, and you can see the goat's trail. So you could actually track things in this game if that's what you wanted to do. If you were keen enough to look down and see if there's a trail. Okay, here's a rat. Let's just attack it with me hands. I should be able to defeat it without too much problem. The interface is smooth. Oh, we got some deer up here. They're sleeping. Oh, looks like the deer go hostile now. Are they going hostile to me? I think they are. Oh, yep. All right. I thought the deer were passive. I mean, it's kind of neat how detailed that is, and how they've got the, he hit me that time. How they got the, how the deer attacks. You know, a lot of games will cheap out and just have the deer go on its hind legs or back legs and then just go up in the air and kind of like hit you like a kangaroo. I've seen that in games where they kind of go up and they kind of do this thing. At least this game, it's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to attack you with their antlers. I mean, that's what they're there for, right? I mean that's what you normally see. They like to lay down, don't they? Just trying to get close enough to them. I'm in attack mode. I wonder how I get out of attack mode. Maybe tab? Oh, it just hit 1. All right, because I mean, I'm sitting there doing this, and maybe the deer didn't like that? No, that deer goes hostile regardless. Okay, so let's just keep on moving, and let's just check out some other neat things in this world. Look at some detail. Let's see if I can find a building. Alright, I'm back on the road. I'm going to hit M here to the map. I think most of my buildings are going to be up here, so I'm going to have to go north. Oh yeah, you can already see the difference in the textures. Yeah, I can even see inside without too much difficulty. Oh yeah, the level of detail is crazy nice. Yeah, I mean, this is stuff that I did not really appreciate before. Let me just look at the grain. Let's go to V for Victor and look at first person mode. Yeah, I mean, this is... Whoop. Overstepped it. Yeah, I can actually see outside a good distance. I didn't notice that with the other computer I was running this game on. I mean, certainly not with the laptop, the little business laptop I was running. I mean, the game was running. It had no problem running the game, the laptop, even though the laptop wasn't suitable for gaming, really. It's a business laptop. My old computer was suitable for gaming. It just never got to this level of detail. But yet the game was playable. That was the great thing about it, is if you don't care about the detail, then you can run this game on a different setting and still play it just fine. I mean, I proved that with the two computers I've played this game on. I mean, I got my laptop, and then I had my other gaming system, and then I got this system. This system is pretty beefy. It might not have the best video card money can buy, but the video card, I think, is practical for what my needs are. It's mid-high, I guess is what they call it for graphics. So yeah, this thing is, I haven't gotten that stutter step again that I was complaining about, and it only happened around the trees, and I think it's because I was clipping into the tree. So that is not an issue. Look at just the detail of that rock. I'm going to call you my pet rock, and I'm going to call you Boris. Boris the pet rock. All right. Let's see what we can see down here. Oop, that area is locked. That's what I mean is the update that they're hoping to release, now to my understanding, is going to open up a bigger portion of the map. Currently right now we're kind of locked into this small portion. It was enough to test the game, don't get me wrong. It was plenty of things that we could have tested in this area that they provided. It's just that now we need a bigger area, and we need to see some of the bug fixes fixed. And the bug fixes that, or the bugs that were reported that need to be fixed, should not be a problem for them to fix them. I think they've been working on them now a couple weeks. The list was pretty lengthy, but I think some of the bugs we found just kind of piggybacked on other bugs. So I think if they got to the root of the problem, they resolve a good portion of what was going on. So that's always good. I mean, when you see something that's totally independent happening, and they're kind of independently unique in location and they're not tied together, that's when the list gets long, and that's when the developer has to then say to themselves, which ones do we fix first? Which ones do we need to fix first? The bears down here. So I'm thinking that with the list that they got, they know what their priority was, and I think if they started with the right priority, they're going to fix a lot of things just by fixing some hierarchy stuff. But this is the bear. The bear definitely goes hostile. Now the bear does do what bears do. They go up on their back legs. So he goes up on his back leg, but he's not pursuing me. So he's not coming after me. Or maybe he is, and no, he's just lumbering around. That was one of the things that was reported. I'd consider it like a minor bug, but animal behavior. I mean, the thing is with games is, not everyone knows how a bear behaves. And sometimes you just gotta, think about it. And, how does a bear react in the wild? I mean, this thing should have been charging me. I mean, I shouldn't be able to get this close to it without it charging me. And then for it to lose aggro, I mean, unless it's a lazy bear, unless it was like, dude, don't mess with me, I'm a little busy. I'm going to go into hibernation soon, just leave me alone. Oh, there he goes. There you go. Oh, that's what I want to see. That's what Tarkus was looking for. He goes up on that. He goes up on those back legs, and he does some sort of power move. Oh, you're not going to do it again? Come on, do it again. There you go. Oh. Boom! Yeah, that'll light you up. That will ruin your day. Okay, so now, see, as I was saying, is the behavior, it just needs a little tweaking. Because it should have started that charging, aggroing right off the bat. And maybe with some of these animals, they could do the aggro longer. I mean, a bear's not going to give up on you. That's the thing is, well, eventually it will. But I mean, if bears in the wild, that thing should have chased me for another 5 minutes. I mean, I know it sounds kind of ridiculous, but bears, once they get on you, they get on you. And the other thing about it is bears will outrun you. I mean, that's the thing about a bear is in the wild, you don't try to run away from it. You try to get big, or you go in a little shell on the ground, knees buckled up like this, and just hope it leaves you alone, because you're not outrunning a bear. And some people think, oh, we'll just go up into a tree and get away from it. No, a bear will go up a tree. I mean, that's the thing about bears is that's what makes them, apex predators, is their size, their strength, their speed. They're crazy. I mean, they're just there's a fox right there. Oh, he's on me. Okay, the detail of the fox is pretty cool. Look at that. That's neat. He's having troubles hitting me because I'm just dodging around him. Oh, he got me that time. See, if you know how to kind of serpentine around, they won't cause you too much problems in this game because you can just keep on moving. And I'm not even sprinting away from him. See, if I was sprinting, look, I'm sprinting back. I don't know if I can sprint backwards, but then, you know, I'm getting some ground on him or the fox there as I'm a sprint away. I guess you can't sprint backwards. It won't let you sprint backwards, but you can sprint forward. All right, I think I've done pretty good to show the graphics, you know, the way I think the developers intended it. It's quite detailed. It's quite a different game with the amount of detail that I can see now with the better graphics card. All right, well, thank you for joining me, and I will be doing a new video in a couple days once they release the new content, and we'll check out the game then. All right, this has been The Darkest Zone.